This is the Frugal Gardener, and
The Frugal Nephew.
today is part 2 of our winter carrot harvest. Stay with me. Welcome to the Frugal Gardener's Winter Garden. This is part of my Endless Summer series. It's a frigid Saturday afternoon in Zone 6B. I'm outside of the Superdome with Aaron, the Frugal Nephew, and we have 3 more containers of carrots to harvest. I'm going to give you guys some tips and pointers along the way. If you have a porch, a balcony, a patio, pretty much anything that you can put some pots on, you can grow carrots and a lot of other vegetables. You don't need a lot of space. So this little doohickey here, this is my temperature gauge. It's tied into my weather station indoors. This was a gift given to me by my children. Basically lets me know how warm it is in this Superdome that I've used for the first time this winter. Has worked out pretty well. The thing that I really want you guys to know about growing carrots is that the soil needs to be loose. I start growing my carrots in the fall, and in the spring I avoid growing them in the summer. So let's get to it. I'm going to dump this one first over here. I think I'm going to just dump this whole thing. This is pretty light because days before I harvest carrots, I don't water them because you don't want mud, you just want the carrots. So it's a little lighter than what it would normally be. Let's see what we have. Carrot number 1. I'm using a spade, but I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to damage the carrots. We're getting a little sleet here. We had snow earlier today, but didn't really amount to anything. I should have harvested these probably a few weeks earlier, but I didn't want to harvest them all at once. I have 2 varieties. These are the shorter, stumpier ones. When I first started growing carrots, I had a problem because they weren't moist enough. Well, the soil wasn't moist enough, and I didn't pay enough attention to them in the beginning, or I tried to grow them in the heat of the summer, and that gave me problems. But as you can see, I have rectified that problem, and it looks like we have carrots. Again, let me start getting these out. I'm going to just manhandle these because we have 2 more to go. Carrots are easy to grow. Obviously, they're good for you. And we have what looks like maybe about a dozen when all is said and done. I'm going to put these to the side. And we're going to go for container number 2. Okay, we're going in with bin number 2. And I just wanted to point out that it takes about 3 months, give or take, to grow carrots this way. And this has been, well, longer than 3 months because I waited. I didn't want to harvest everything at once. But 3 months is about all it takes. So let's see if we are as fortunate with this bunch as we were with the first one. All right, making a little bit of a mess here. This is the smaller variety. Like I said in the first video, these will go in mostly salads. I mean, you can also put them in stews. They're pretty versatile, healthy. I don't think we have as many in this batch as we had in the first batch, but still a nice haul. That's pretty much it for this one. Couple of stragglers. I'm going to go right from this one to the third one. This is our final container for the season. These came out nice. If you notice, this is what, maybe about 6 inches, and this pot is maybe about 10 or 12 inches. So back to my original comment, you don't have to have a big yard or even an actual garden to grow these boys. The ones I did in the first video was a different type of carrot, kind of used in restaurants. They came out a little bit bigger. Some people like the smaller ones. I don't really have a preference. I'm going to just finish up, get the rest of these, and get out of this cold. These tops will go in my compost. Actually, it's going to be my next bin of compost, because I stopped adding to my compost pile on December 31st, January 1st, and I start my new compost pile. So this compost is all going to go into that pile. So, boys and girls, I'm happy with this. This is my, like I said, this is my second and final carrot harvest. Next I'm going to be moving on to my leafy greens. That's a video for another day. So, not a bad harvest, but this is a wrap. Thanks for joining me. Post your questions below. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to the Frugal Gardener. And as always, if you grow your own food, you'll always know where it comes from. You guys have a great day.